There's always that one term from high school economics you figure you'll never ever use again. Well, what if I told you it might just be the secret key to understanding, well, everything? Your money, your time, even your happiness. Let's dive into this idea of opportunity cost.
I mean, who doesn't, right? We all want it all, and we want it now. But here's the thing. The source for today's explainer really highlights this fundamental clash between what we want and the hard reality that our resources aren't limited. Every single choice we make, it comes with a hidden price tag.
So, yeah, let's dust off that old mental textbook for just a second because it turns out this one lesson is incredibly relevant to our crazy, busy modern lives. And there it is, in black and white, opportunity cost. It sounds fancy, but it's really just what you give up when you choose something else. It's the road not taken, the alternative you had to sacrifice. It's a super simple concept, but man, we forget about it all the time. Now, the most obvious place we see this is with our money. Of course. The source gives a perfect example. You decide to buy that shiny new car. Well, the opportunity cost might be that Caribbean vacation you were dreaming about. You can't have both. That trip, that's the opportunity cost of driving that car. But this is where things get really, really interesting. What if we've been laser focused on the wrong currency this whole time? Let's go ahead and challenge a huge assumption we all make. We've all heard it a million times, right? Time is money. It's kind of drilled into our heads to make us more productive, more efficient. But let's just stop and think about that for a second. Are they really the same thing? And this right here is the absolute gut punch of a point from our source author, Dr. Akinet. Her argument is that time isn't just as valuable as money, it's way more valuable. Why? Because you can always make more money, but you can never, ever get back wasted time. It's a one-way street, folks. And this little chart just makes it crystal clear. Can you get time back? Nope. Is it finite? Absolutely. Every second that ticks by is gone for good. But money? Yeah, you can get it back. It's renewable. You can lose it, you can earn it again. This simple fact makes time our most precious, completely non-renewable resource. Okay, so if time is our most valuable currency, that begs the question, how are we spending it every single day? Let's get practical and look at the daily trade-offs we're all making, probably without even realizing it. Just think about it for a second. That hour you might spend scrolling through your phone before bed, what's the real opportunity cost there? Well, it could be a real, meaningful conversation with your family. Or it could be that extra hour of sleep that your body is begging you for. Every time you say yes to scrolling, you're saying no to something else. And what's wild is how these costs just stack up and create a ripple effect. Dr. Akinet shares this example from her own life as a doctor. Spending just 5 extra minutes with a patient in crisis could literally save their life. But that one choice, it means she runs late for 10 other people, which means she has to stay late to do paperwork, which means she gets home late, losing precious time with her own family. There are no easy answers here, just trade-offs. So let's zoom out from these minute-to-minute choices and look at the big, long-term ones. So many of us are chasing more, right? A bigger house, more money, a better job title. But what's the invisible price we're paying for all that more? This chart here really paints the picture. When we take on extra shifts or a more demanding job to afford that bigger house, look what happens. That work slice of the pie just gets bigger and bigger. But the day is still only 24 hours long. So something's got to give. What gets squeezed out? And there you have it. The opportunity cost of more is so often our own well-being. We sacrifice the very things that recharge us and keep us sane. Sleep, our hobbies, seeing our friends. We basically put ourselves on the fast track to total burnout. Now, let's take this concept one level deeper because this is really mind-blowing. Opportunity cost doesn't just apply to your wallet or your calendar. It applies to your most private internal resource, your own thoughts, your brain space. Think about the mental energy you spend just worrying, especially about things you have zero control over. That's brain space you can't get back. It's mental real estate you could be using for new ideas, for creative solutions, or just for being present with the people you love. Worry has a massive opportunity cost. It's a total energy drain, while focused, productive thinking actually builds you up. And this is the powerful no-nonsense advice from the source. When you catch yourself stuck in that worry loop, just ask yourself this question. It's a game changer. It shifts you from being a passive warrior into an active problem solver, and you get to reclaim all that valuable brain space for something better. So what's the big takeaway here? What do we do with all this? Well, the goal isn't to get paralyzed by every single choice you have to make. No, the goal is to start using opportunity cost as a tool for empowerment. Look, life is full of sacrifices. You can't avoid them. But what you can do is choose your sacrifices intentionally. Are you sacrificing your health for a job you secretly hate? Or are you sacrificing a little bit of free time right now to build a future that's actually aligned with what you care about? The choice, ultimately, is yours. And really, that's what it all comes down to. Being aware of opportunity cost gives you the power to consciously say no to the things that are draining you so you can finally make space for the things that really, truly matter. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the one no you need to say this week to make room for a much more important yes?